one, what comes to your mind? Oh, don't forget the gold nuggets. So there's going to be something in this talk today that's just going to wake up that spirit in you, because it's alive in you, and we know that, yes?
Yes.
Good. We are one in the one. I'm going to ask a lot of questions today, because I think it's really important that when we say we are one, what does that mean to you? We are one with all of life. The theme for July is about relationships, where one relates to what for you? What comes up into your mind? What comes up in my mind is we are 1 in a million. That makes me smile. I am 1 in a million. Actually, 1 billion. Because we're unique individual expressions. And the way we relate to ourselves and to one another and how we relate to the world is how we relate to that universal power. All of it is interconnected. So when I say we are one, what comes to mind? See, we cannot claim to love God while hating ourselves or someone else. Anybody ever hate themselves? Oh, boy, I have. I think that's part of the process of coming back into our own divine nature. It isn't a bad thing. It's the thing that guides us back to our true self. Reverend Suzanne's Wednesday morning meditation on Facebook. If you didn't get a chance to see it, please go back on Facebook and check it out. And she asked us to consider the word I can, which was from Raymond Charles Barker. I've been using that all week, and I expanded on that because I kept saying I can, I will, I am. Anybody stuck in different places or thinking that that's too much or I can't do that? Just try it. She did a wonderful meditation on I can, I will, I am. So we're the ones that have to talk to ourselves to understand our oneness with all of the universe. And when we think we're stuck, let your mantra be I can. It changes the whole atmosphere. When you believe it's impossible, let your mantra be I will. And when you feel alone or afraid or left out, let your mantra be I am. I am. I am. I am one with the one. I am divinely guided. I am never alone. I am brilliant. Ideas and guidance come to me, come to you in the perfect right time. I say that a lot to myself. What do you say? I am one with the all-knowing, all-giving Spirit of life. Yes, you see, because there's a divine intelligence, and we can do this. We can create an atmosphere that draws to us assistance, that draws to us the perfect health, the perfect outcome. It's up to each one of us to choose to be in partnership with this infinite divine presence. Yes? Yes. Remember the story of Lord and Taylor, where Mr. Taylor constantly was in business and he kept failing in business until all of a sudden he realized that he needed to bring in his partner, which was the Lord. And once he put Lord and Taylor on the side, his business excelled. And everybody wanted to know who Mr. Lord was. We have to bring in the divine in partnership with all that we are, all that we are yet to be, because there is a power that wants to assist you. we are one with the all-knowing, all-giving presence of God. So what's better in the summertime than fresh, ripe fruit? Anybody find anything better than that? It's so colorful and it's so sweet and it's so juicy. A friend of mine introduced me to golden kiwis. Anybody do golden kiwis? Amazing fruit, yeah. And you cut it in half and you take a spoon and you take that golden meat out of that kiwi and it just juice all over the place. It's so sweet. The divine qualities in fruit match those of all of creation, in you and in me. Each of us is unique with our particular flavor and color and texture and balance of sweet and sour. We're just like the fruit. Every precious life is valuable, is worthy and valuable and loved. Including those people who are, including those people that we are baffled by or tend to judge. They're equally as valuable because they're awakening something in us for us to love greater, to be more compassionate, to be more gentle. Because you see, every life is packed with an inner potential of a unique and beautiful expression of the life of spirit in us, as us. Yes? You agree?
Yes.
Good. One or two of you. I was moved this week to pick up the Bible. I love doing that. I don't know if you do. Here's where the idea of fruit came from for me. It was Ecclesiastes 5:22-23, Paul's letters. And it says the fruit of spirit. So here's what the fruit of spirit is. The fruit of spirit is love, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The fruit of spirit is delicious because it has joy in it, and it has peace in it, and the gentleness. There is no law against such things. Paul wrote his letters while he was in prison for being a follower of Jesus. Paul's cell was dark, cold, and damp, but hear his words. I believe even during this time of his incarceration, Paul's letters are ones of encouragement and strength, not just for his people, but for himself. Notice that. When we're in our darkest place, the words of encouragement are what we have to say to ourselves. Yes, there's a power that God is healing right now. Greater good is taking place. Paul was equally lifting himself up as he lifted up the people of his church. And he said, now all glory to God who was able through his mighty power and in us accomplish infinitely more than we might ask or think. So here he is in prison, writing all of this down to encourage his followers and yet to encourage himself in what was going on. Are you encouraging yourself when you find yourself in a difficult situation? Remember, by our words, God desires freedom for each one of us. And Paul goes on to say, Spirit loves to bless you. Choose today to let God's power work in you and through you. It's up to each one of us to open the door to receive our blessings. Paul goes on to say, I am a prisoner for serving the Lord. Beg you to lead a life worthy of your calling, for you have been called by God. He goes on to say, be gentle, be patient with each other. Make every effort to keep yourselves united in spirit. Paul is preaching hope for everyone from his prison cell. 4:29, Paul says, Don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful. I want to remember that, don't you? And he says, make your words of encouragement to those who hear them. Make your words of encouragement to people that are struggling, the people that maybe have lost the way. Paul is saying our words have a creative power to them. We know this, don't we? They have the power to pollute or purify. Oh, I like that. Our words have the power to either pollute or purify, to bless. Complaining isn't about your circumstance. It's about the attitude of your heart. Let's repeat that one. Complaining isn't about your circumstance. It's about the attitude of your heart. I think we need to catch ourselves when we want to complain about something. We want to say, oh God, assist me in this, serve me in this, lift me up in this situation. Because of myself, I cannot do it. Anybody? I do it all the time. Paul shows us that our job is to keep the right attitude during times of adversity. Where's your attention? Where's your attitude? We each must stop our complaints and find something to be grateful for right in the moment. Now, I know sometimes you have to keep looking, don't you, to find something to be grateful for. In selling our home in Santa Rosa, it was discovered that many things needed our attention, including the rats that had come in through the siding. Rick and I both felt grateful that we had the opportunity to make this home that we loved so much, that served us for many years, perfect. Excuse me, for the new owner. Everything is in divine order and harmony. We can complain about it, but how do we want to see the good in every event? Paul said on 4:30, get rid of all the bitterness, rage, anger, and harsh words. Oh, I don't know about you, but I need to be reminded. I need to be reminded. That's why I love going into Ecclesiastes this last week. I needed to be reminded on what I was saying and how I was thinking. Do you need that? I do. See, bitterness is an extremely destructive force. It hardens our heart. It closes the door to good working in our life. We are going to be challenged. At one time or another. Anybody been challenged this last week? Yeah. But I believe that challenges are just doors of opportunities. Opportunities to expand our faith, to expand our trust, to stop in this moment and say, okay, I can't, of myself, I can't do this. Challenges help us to use our words to create what we desire. What is it you desire that you might be challenged with this week or next week? That you're wanting to say, okay, Spirit, guide me through this process that up until now, I don't want to do. I don't want to be there. Challenges remind us to be in partnership with the divine. If we leave God out of our challenges or our good, we're missing the mark of our faith. Giving thanks for it all has value. You are one special creation of God. Let's just say that this morning. I am one special creation of God. Again, put your hand on your heart. I am one special creation of God. Again, I am one special creation of God. Unique and individual. Act as if it were so, and it will be so. Act act as if it were so, and it will be so. Because we've got the new member induction today, I'm going to just go on to the song. Now this is a song that the children